evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Crazy Zaku, and I'm bringing you all the hits and misses here in Let's Play Super Robot Wars X. Now, if you remember last time, we kept going after that last embryo, but we also reformed with our team. So now we are all back together again, and it's time for that final push. Red Noah Bridge. Come, Princess Nadia. Allow me to show you around the ship in your father's stead. How does your attire suit you? I had it specially tailored to fit your measurements. I hope you find it pleasing. Pleasing? It's embarrassing! Pity. That I find it rather becoming. So, Your Highness, do you know what it is upon which you stand? A Neo-Atlantean airship, right? It is nothing of the sort. This vessel is the Red Noah, the greatest relic left to us by the Neo-Atlanteans. The Red Noah, huh? Did you know, Princess, that there were two types of beings that used to live in Atlantis? What do you think? Ah, I suppose your father, Nemo, never saw fit to tell you anything. Very well, then I shall. The citizens of Atlantis, the creators, and the created. What do you mean? The former created the latter. The creators are the distant ancestors of you and I, ancient Atlanteans. What about the created? They are what you humans. Humans are living beings created to be servants of the Atlanteans. Ah! When the Atlanteans came to Earth in times of yore, they sought to compensate for their small numbers by creating loyal servants. In their first foray, they tried to use the relatively intelligent whales, but it didn't work out terribly well for them. Some of those whales' descendants continue to live on today, mind you. Irian of Atlantis? Why yes, you're well informed. After that foray ended in failure, they used monkeys for their next attempt, giving them higher intelligence for greater ease of use. After the Atlanteans took their continent and migrated to Allworth, the humans left on the other continents bred freely, until they eventually covered the world and crafted their own attempts at civilization. Yes, your dear friend John is just another descendant of servants of the Atlanteans. My God! Does it sound unbelievable? I assure you it's all very much the truth. The Red Noah houses several types of guinea pigs that were subject of much trial and error in the quest to create humans. I would be happy to show them to you, should the opportunity arise. Though I must warn you, they are what most of you would call monsters. How could you and your people treat your own creations like monsters? I find your incredulity rather unwarranted. We Atlanteans are creators, and I would suggest you get in the habit of using we instead of you, Your Highness. You're just as full of yourself as that embryo guy! Ah, he made contact with me while seeking Atlantean relics, as part of his quest to understand the nature of End, God of Wisdom. Of course, now that he's lost the power to select possibilities, he's no different from the pitiful, powerless humans. As for you, I expect you to comport yourself as a princess. Why? You've got the blue water. You could just easily kill me. Oh, not so. The blue water is something meant to be inherited by the heir to the entire Atlantean civilization. Without both the blue water and its rightful heir, it's impossible to draw out the power of the Atlantean relic to its fullest. The blue water can do that? It is the crystallization from ancient time to the present. Its very existence gives rise to a power worthy of being called godlike here in Allworth. If it had that kind of power, I would have put an end to this war long ago. You only have it because you have the truth of Allworth. That's what Embryo was saying. Now then, Your Highness, there is someone I would like you to meet. Allow me to introduce you to His Imperial Majesty, Neo, the Emperor of Neo-Atlantis. He's an emperor? Nadia, I would like to speak with you, that we might find a mutual understanding. I'd sooner die than help you guys. Never say such sad things. You will be living with me henceforth. Now cease your unbecoming behavior. I hate you! I'm insulted. You make it sound as though you prefer the company of humans to that of a fellow Atlantean. Why don't you try living with them too? Most of the humans in Allworth come from natural origins. They are not the creations of Atlanteans. It's as foolish as those of our own creation. Who are you to judge? Nadia, take a hard look at humanity. They are creatures willing to discriminate against any of their own kind that they hate. Creatures who start wars and take the lives of others to save their own skins. They are the most wretched of creatures. You are a stranger among them. They would never accept you for who you are. You're wrong! The members of the Twilight Star treat everybody equally, no matter who they are or where they're from. They did it for Otherworlders, and for Norma like Anj, and the Beastmen like Viral, and robots, and plenty more. That is one small, exceptional group of people. Humanity at large requires a master, namely us. So you're going to use the Red Noah to conquer Allworth? That will come later. For now, we have the duty to carry out as Atlanteans. Duty? That's a funny word for killing. Anyone who doesn't dance to your tune. Remember what Maito once said? There's no precedent in the world for a time when evil has flourished. You are mistaken about something. We're good, not evil. That's your gargantuan ego talking. You're going to use the blue water you took from me to become a devil. Actually, you'll find that His Imperial Majesty is the rightful heir to the blue water, one meant to become a god. Yes, I've inherited the blue water from my father. What? You're my brother? Yes, you are my younger sister. Ah, the meeting of two long-lost siblings. How touching. We will proceed with the plan now. Don't worry, Embryo. I'm highly grateful to you for bringing Nadia to me. You and I have been kindred spirits since that day 10 years ago. Once the deed is done, you will have my aid in creating the new world exactly as you envisioned it. Thank you for your generosity, Lord Gargoyle. Temporary though our alliance may be, we are all accomplices all the same. I will help to further your ambitions. You have something to gain from destroying the Twilight Star regardless. Certainly, they have a boy that I positively must ensure is eliminated. Then let us be off. Once they are gone, that will mark the true rise of Neo Atlantis. Interesting. It looks like we got our little final group going on here. We're finally making a push for Mount Sakai. I thought the Dokudar had some kind of barrier up around other people from getting in. Worry not. With the power of the final treasure of the Ryu Sword, we shall breach the barrier of darkness. It's all you, Wataru. Huh, you can count on me. Ryu Sword, grant us the power to open the way. A white light! It's warm, almost like sunlight. This light must be the power of the 7 Shinbei dragon gods. Captain Nemo, the unidentified field around Mount Sakai is fading away. The way has been opened. The new Nautilus's hangar. We're finally moving in on Mount Sakai. Where's Dokudar staying holed up? Yeah. Something eating at you? No, nothing. You can't help to hide it. You're full of fear and uncertainty. It's nice to see you too, Lilau. You haven't matured any while I've been gone. Oh, have you matured any while I've been gone? Marianne! How'd you get in? Doors and locks are an abstract concept to me now. Corporality itself is something no longer applies to me. Oh, what's your deal? I'm a being that's been guided to Allworth by a great power. Not quite the same as the rest of you. Marianne. There you have it, Cece. You came to this realm because you sensed the very things on where deep down, did you not? Wait, Cece came here on purpose? What are you here for, Marianne? I see that look in your eye. It seems you have no tolerance for my existence. That means I can declare war upon you with a clear conscience. What? Now then, allow me to invite you all to the venue for our confrontation. I need to figure out why she's such a dick. Oh, that's a big old Neo-Atlantean ship. What? Giant unidentified flying object dead ahead! It just popped up out of thin air! No prior indicators at all! It couldn't be. Oh, but it is, my good man Nemo. Gargoyle! With the aid of your daughter Nadia, we have succeeded in starting up the Red Noah. So Embryo took Nadia straight to you just like I feared. The Red Noah? It was originally a spaceship, just like the new Nautilus. The Red Noah was the ancient Atlanteans traveled in, when they first landed on Earth long ago. Yes, and when Atlantis warped to Allworth, the Red Noah was sealed away. Our ancient Atlantean forebears deemed its power unnecessary. But you restored it. Yes, to embody the power of God meant to restore an Atlantean order to the world. Now that you have the Super Dreadnought all-purpose space battleship Excellion, I needed something to exceed it. As you are no doubt well aware, your Excellion has no hope against the Red Noah in a direct fight. Dude, I was waiting for you to finish, but you just never shut up! Nadia's gotta be in that thing! Come on, team, let's move! No struggle you put forth will ever be enough to best me. It's futile to even try. Allow me to demonstrate. This is but a fraction of the power of Atlantean civilization. Dimensional boundaries across the whole area are growing distorted. Gargoyle, stop! We don't need Atlantean civilization! So you've always said, but I care nothing for your personal opinions. I will carry out my duty as an descendant of Atlanteans, and I will obliterate anyone who stands in my way. Well, where are we going this time? Episode 46. A New Emperor. That looks like the Tower of Babel. Where are we? I'm checking coordinates now. That won't be necessary. We're in the southern part of Allworth, the former site of the kingdom of Tartessus. These ruins are Tartessus? So this is the homeland of Captain Nemo, Nadia, and the rest of the Nautilus crew? The Red Noah sent us here, I take it? Incoming! That's Embryo, and that's the thing. It's a Neo-Atlantean fleet! Scramble all mobile squadron units. Look who decided to grace us with its icky presence. Man, we already blew the source of your power to Kingdom Come. Don't you ever learn? Silence, Anj. Silence, Ioba Watase. Because of you wretches that I hate the great tuner, I've been forced to bow and scrape it for the likes of Gargoyle. Now, Embryo, you can treat our fellow collaborator with better manners than that. What's going on? Anya's Mordred is standing right here. That would be Marianne Via Britannia, Emperor Lilouch's mother. Marianne possesses a Gios which enables her to conceal her consciousness in the mind of others. I know I destroyed her in C's world, and yet here she is in Allworth. For whatever reason, she is freely swapping between corporeal and incorporeal form. And then there's the Mordred. The woman used some inexplicable power to replicate Anya's nightmare frame. That woman. Is that any way to... Shut up. You chose your own desires over me and Nunnally. You abandoned us. You are no mother of mine. Very well. You are no son of mine either. Certainly your father, Emperor Charles. I can't believe she's in league with Embryo. What do you even want? As I said back in True Arsenal, I want a new world where I shall live together with His Majesty. You want to revive Emperor Charles? That's right. I require Embryo's means of controlling space-time if I wish her to alter the past. Yet you just had to destroy all of his valuable research. You're off your rocker, old lady. Are you seriously okay with Embryo? His personality does leave much to be desired, but he is highly capable. That I am willing to recognize. More to the point, his power is absolutely essential for my purposes. What kind of ego drives this woman? She rejects the idea of mutual understanding and prioritizes her own desires over everything else? So basically, she and Embryo are like two peas in a pod. Precisely. Don't let her tone and demeanor fool you. The concepts of reasoning and ethics are lost on her. As long as our goals are in conflict, we'll never reach an accord. If you understand that, then why don't we skip to the part we eliminate you all? That's what Gargoyle wants. And more to the point, it's what I want. Wow, and here I figured you'd hole up somewhere now that you're out of your extra lives. It's awful sporting of you. You want a showdown? So do we. You'll have your fight, Embryo. A showdown set in a ruined kingdom. It's fitting, really. Why is Marianne so self-assured? They have a slight advantage in forces, but it's far from decisive. She should know that even if she tries to use her Gios to escape, that won't work as long as Jeremiah has his canceller. Then let's begin, shall we, Twilight Star? I'll pay you back for humiliating me with plenty of interest. I'll keep dreaming, Slimeball. Toying with the fate of our world. We won't suffer you to live. Say your prayers, Embryo. You're extra dead meat this time. Show Zama! I know, Your Majesty. If Embryo and Marianne are here, then their buddy's shot weapon is bound to be here too. What could be more lovely than a clash with our pride and egos on the line? Marianne! Come, Lelouch. I'll show you my battle and why they used to call me the Flash. Your battle is one that I shall sacrifice to the land itself. Let's do that part where we skip a phase and let them come as close as possible, and then we blow them all up with such precision. Although these are a lot of airships, though. I don't like how I'm just using nothing but melee weapons. Like, they can't use any of their... Master, I'd watch out for that Marianne woman if I were you. The way she moves. She knows what she's doing. We'll give her this our all. Not that, Master. It's what lurks behind her. anywhere because we can't hit anything. Like, why is this thing not dead yet? I've hit it like 5 times. Your shot weapon is here as well. Will we be able to bring an end to the R machine war that's engulfed the overworld and Bison well? What kind of ending would it even be? Just you wait, Gargoyle. I'll break through your fleet and make it personally to you. As a king, a would-be adventurer, and a father, I will make you pay. Jesus, how many of these guys do they have? Holy shit.
ゼロよ、俺を導いてくれ。ターゲットロックオン。攻撃開始。
グレートナイトガン最強の形態を今ここに。
了解。全員パーフェクトターン。グレートナイトガンパーフェクトモード。
ターゲットスコープ オープン。パーフェクトキャノン発射。
Get rid of these Neo-Atlantean bastards.
ガーゴイル様。
この力で
私にも戦う理由がある。打ち上げは派手にやるわよ。
砲撃をくぐって接近する。一気に行くぜ。タイムガキャノンいっけ
総員回避。
Time for a full drill rise.
後方から機関部を吸収する。
サバインの力がすごい。
そんなバカな。
こっちは G セルフなんだ。レーザーをばらまく。そこだ。
I like how he's not wearing his normal suit in this. It's not everyone. 2 units do I still have? I wonder why he wasn't using the Hainu. Ah, it's me. You know what? If I never see that creepy hairdo of yours ever again, it'll be too soon. Anj! After killing so many of you back in the True Arsenal, I can't believe there are any left. The only thing you've got going for you is that you're hard to kill as a cockroach. And you're gross as one, too. Not to mention creepy. And crawly. You're the worst kind of bug. You would dare to mock me? Embryo, we'll be taking your last life. Say your prayers. You're finished. I am indestructible. I'll crush you all and build a new world! Anj, finish that Emperor and his new clothes. Oh my god, don't even give me the mental image of this dipwad being naked. Ugh. Anj, I love you. Please, you must! A guy like you doesn't get to talk about love, okay? You get to disappear. That's all you get. I can handle that. Let's see if we can't kill him once and for all. Am I dying? Am I fading from existence? How could this happen? Why gross offense! All I wanted was love! Poor embryo. Ange? If only you'd used your power for the right purposes, you and I could have had something together. Oh, sweet Ange. In my final moments, you truly care. It's what I'd never say! Not in your wildest dreams! Out of possibilities, not a single version. Absolutely irredeemable! That's just because I never had anyone there to accept my love! Talk about a pathetic excuse. The high and mighty tuner shifting the blame to women. Ange, I choose you out of everyone! Yeah, well, I sure as hell don't choose you. Then I'll make my hysterica go on a rampage that brings the world to his knees. Oh, please, don't compound your crimes any further. You should recognize your own folly and accept your fate with dignity. Be gone, foul creature, and take your twisted desires with you. What is this power? My hysterica is being contained! No! Stop! Don't pity me! If only I'd gotten the secret to dogmas and the ood from the keepers, I would have had everything capable of taking anything and everything! Now that the nice girl brigade has abandoned hope in you, you've got nowhere to call home. Embryo's gone. For real. Now the souls of those sacrificed for his desires can finally rest in peace. And now we can say goodbye to our past and move forward in our lives, together with our loved ones. Embryo, I'm not even going to spare him another thought. Damn straight! We got enough to think about just staying alive. Oh, goodbye, Embryo. I suppose in the end you weren't good enough for my purposes. Won't matter, though. After all, I have a power of my own. Quite up to snuff, little Ouch. Even so, I'll finish you personally. You have a fine determination. That makes my regaining a corporeal form truly worthwhile. Is that your geese is doing? No, it's an even greater power. With this power, I'll even be able to revive His Majesty. Over my dead body! So be it, Lelouch. You are an obstacle to my plans, so I will make you disappear. Wow, it actually hit her. Like, it had a 36% chance. I wasn't thinking it was going to actually hit her. Oh, yeah, no, you're gone. You're better than I gave you credit for. Perhaps I've been out of action for too long. Oh, you can drop the smug act. Don't even bother trying to run. Once we destroy all of your co-conspirators, your plans will go up in smoke. Your Grace, I seal your geese. Please, admit your own crimes. You all know nothing. Marianne! Very put an end to me on the spot once and for all is a wise tactical move. What wasn't a wise tactical move was letting your emotions get the better of you and trying to finish me off personally. Huh? Goodbye, Lelouch. No! Ah! Lelouch! Or is it Lelouch? I forget. How could you do such a thing? Killing your own son personally, Marianne? Mother of the Year right here. Oh, what would you call him then? When he destroyed both of his parents. No snappy comebacks to that one, CC? Very well, then. Marianne, wait! Are Embryo and Gargoyle truly going to grant your wish? That's for me to know. Tell your old companion? You changed, CC. I would have expected you to take a more long-term stance. You just killed Lelouch before my very eyes. Maybe I'm still in shock. Now, there's a new look for you. The next time we meet, I think His Majesty will be with me. Goodbye, CC. CC, I did what I could. Keepers of the Order, Temple. Embryo and Gargoyle simply aren't strong enough. Nonetheless, I eliminated Lelouch, my greatest obstacle. I think I can settle for that. Or did you? Freeze, Marianne. One false move and my remotely controlled Shinkiro will blow a hole in you. Lelouch, did you head me off here? I asked Spiro about the area, and I learned from him that there was a Keeper's temple close to the battlefield. That confidence of yours could be explained if I postulated that the Keepers of Order were supporting you. Interesting. Is that why you faked your death? Since I knew an attack was coming, I could easily narrow the size of my absolute defense field and feign getting shot down. From there, it was a matter of having my companions stall you while I headed you off. So Cece's impassable pleas were all part of your ploy? I have Jeremiah on standby in the event that he's needed. I wouldn't bother with your gears if I were you. Well played. Surely you are His Majesty's son. Oh, now you call me a son. How would you like to make a deal, Lelouch? I could tell you how I came back to life. In fact, I could tell you how otherworlders have gotten summoned to Allwar. The answer to all these questions lie within the world itself. Not even the sorcerers of Keepers know the truth. Would you care to hear more? You want me to let you go in return? You'll never see me again. I'll proceed with my plan elsewhere. You and I will never cross paths again. Isn't that good enough for you? Ludicrous. Pardon? I am Zero. I will not be bargained with those who would willingly endanger the world.
無論だ。今度こそお前を、そしてシャルルジ・ブリタニアを完全に消滅させる。
実の親をその手にかけるの？
俺とナナリーを捨てた人間の言う言葉か。お前とシャルルは自らの目的のために俺や世界を踏みにじってきた。ルルーシビ・ブリタニアが、いやただのルルーシュが命じる。マリアンヌビ・ブリタニアよ、シャルルジ・ブリタニアに関する一切の記憶を捨てろ。
Is he using his Gias? Oh, snaps. Now that Charles is no longer part of you, you have no reason to proceed with your plan. You may live the rest of your life. Going to be devoured! What? Ah! Marianne! What just happened? Lil Ouch? Glad you're in one piece. Thank you for your cooperation. How's Marianne? We won't be seeing her again. I see. The power that obliterated Marianne. What was that? Over there, Sho. I see Shot's aura. Sho, I'll let you finish things with him. Alright, let's move, chum. Shot weapon! Sho Zama, is it? Huh? You're not running? I fail to see why I should. Embryo and Marianne are gone. I'm not a battler. I have no troops to my name. There's a limit to what I can do. You're not wrong. Well, Sho Zama, will you strike me down and make me atone for the sins of creating aura machines? I think the reason I was sent to Allworth was to get some closure with you. But we won't resolve anything by force. A battler, through and through. You understand your own place. In light of that, I'm willing to share something with you. What's that? A significance of Allworth's existence. What? What do you consider Allworth's existence to be? Another parallel world? Like the world of war, the world of peace, or the world of revolution? Wait, you using those names too? I thought only the Twilight Star referred to the three worlds that way. Ah, so your group independently arrived at the same place. Interesting. Seeing as you grasp the basic concepts, perhaps therein lies the reason that you were called to Allworth. Are you going somewhere with this, or what? Let me spell it out for you. Allworth differs from the aforementioned material worlds. This world is a rift between life and death. Life and death? You used to live in the material world. Put it in terms you understand. If the material world is the world of life, the Bison world is the world of death, then what stands between them is Allworth. What? You've been through it too, haven't you? You've met people here in Allworth that were supposed to be dead? You're right about that. You and I both should have died in that battle over the Pacific. The reverse also applies. People that should belong to the material world are here as well. Ergo, rift between life and death. We should have been bound for the Bison well, yet we ended up stranded here instead. Why does this happen? The answer lies with the Keepers of Order. Embryo did his own digging into the source of their power, and he found that they were the closest to the truth of the world. Because they were disciples of End, the world's supposed creator? And the energy that brings Allworth into being stemmed from the cycle of the aforementioned three worlds. A cycle. So they're in some kind of rotation. Precisely. War, peace, revolution. Those three things are a constant rotation with the times. An everlasting cycle. When the world of war transitions to peace, a revolution is sparked in the world of peace. A war begins in the world of revolution. The energy generated by these epochal shifts is what sustains Allworth, a world connected to all three of them. So the fact that we've got other worlders from all three of those worlds means, yes, as you surmise, the three worlds and Allworth are all part of a single unified system. That's crazy! I've never heard of such a world existing between Bisonwell and the overworld. The Furio has every right to be skeptical. Ordinarily, this world wouldn't exist. There's something that actively uses the energy of the three worlds to sustain Allworth. It's the power of will. Dokadar probably gathered women with distinctively strong wills in order to try and unravel that mystery. I can appreciate what you're saying. Queen Celia, Relena, Sally! An endless waltz between the trio of war, peace, and revolution. Marie Mea spoke of the very thing. One might consider her a rare being. Someone who naturally gasps the truth behind Allworth. That explains why she got special treatment from Dokadar. It's truly a fascinating topic. If one could completely grasp the Allworth system and put the dimensional control technology to proper use, it would freely in the affairs of all three worlds. Shot! If you did that, it would just be a repeat of what you did in Bisonwell! I'm just a theorist. It's up to Embryo and Marianne to implement the theory. It's because you were there supporting them that they were doing all this! Excuse me, I don't appreciate having the blame for that dumped in my lap. Shot weapon, you haven't changed at all, have you? Spreader of calamity. Silky! I know this feeling. I can sense Jacoba On's aura coming from Silky. Who's this Fiario? Shot weapon. Spreader of calamity. Even when you were placed in the rift between life and death, you still failed to understand the purpose of that. I condemn you to an eternal torment beyond the salvation of death. What? Spreader of calamity. I banish you to Feist and Well. Ah! Shot weapon. This is a punishment for your crimes. Uh-huh. What was I just? Don't worry about it, Silky. It's over now. You did well, Shaw. You fulfilled your duty as a battler. My job isn't over yet, Your Majesty. If this place is part of our world, then I'll fight until we bring peace back to Allworth. Shaw, the fighting center is over, but we have to keep fighting until Allworth is peaceful again. That's our job as battlers. Destruction of the enemy squadrons confirmed. Recall the mobile squadron. We still don't know what Gargoyle's game is, so we need to get away from this place ASAP. What's the hurry? These are our old stomping grounds. Why not stay a while and catch up on old times? There you are, Gargoyle! Fine work, Twilight Star. Allow me to congratulate Embryo and Marianne, now that they have served their purpose. You pitted them against us in order to get rid of them? Ideally, your victory would have been a Ferric one, but here we are. Who cares what you got out of this? Hand Nadia over! Now. No need to fuss. I brought her with me, of course. Here, see for yourself. Nadia! I see that look in her eye. You didn't? You monster! You erased Nadia's consciousness! Indeed I did. I had no use for it after all. Now then, Nemo, or should I say a Lucius La Arwal. Now that you've seen your own daughter again, allow me to show you to our final arena. What? There, I shall fulfill my duty as an Atlantean. Dimensional boundaries are growing distorted! Gargoyle! Now that the Atlantean relic is in my hands, Nadia! Well, we are slowly wrapping up Storios. Embryo, gone for good. Shot weapon, gone for good. We didn't know much about shot weapon. We didn't spend much time with the battlers. That's a shame. That's for another playthrough. These games are designed to be played through at least twice, so you can see both sides of the stories. In the meantime, folks, my name is Crazy Zaku. I brought you all the hits and misses here in Let's Play Super Robot Wars X. Next time, we will take on Gargoyle and the Neo-Atlanteans. I hope you join me for that. In the meantime, drop a DDT on that like button. Cover it for the 3. Smack that subscribe button like it owes you some money. And if it's paid as dividends, I want you to tingle that bell to stay up to date with all of our heroic adventures here in Allworth. Later!